Good afternoon, everybody. In this video, you will learn how to complete the lab 1. And this lab is about position time graph. So let's get started. You have to complete the pre-lab questions. And it is necessary that you understand all the pre-lab questions. If you understand all the pre-lab questions, then you should be able to complete the lab very comfortably. So the first question is, what are the differences between average speed and average velocity? We already have discussed about these things, average speed and average velocity. And if you have any confusion, if you want to know more, you can watch this video here. Click onto the link and you should be able to watch this video. And the second question is, what are the differences between distance and displacement? So again, you have to watch the video here in order to understand the differences between distance and the displacement. Now here comes the lab portion. Here we have a data, and data shows the position as a function of time. Here you can look here, as the time is passing linearly, the time is ticking, and as the time is changing, the position is also changing. The position is not constant. So from this position timetable or the data, how can we determine or extract the information, such as what is the velocity at one particular time, what was the velocity, average velocity between a time window or time interval that we're going to calculate. So the first question here is, plot a position time graph. Okay, so all you have to do is open up Excel. Already open up my Excel here, and then copy this data here. You can simply copy and paste. Simply copy. So you can copy this one. You see this is copy, and then paste into the Excel here. Once you have all your data, then you need to plot the position time graph. So let's do it. So the next step is select these two columns. So here I have selected these two columns here. Once selected, go to Insert, go to a scatter diagram. Here you can see here a scatter, and then I'll just choose a scatter with a straight line and markers. So here, so once it's selected, this plots a graph for you. And in order to receive the full credits, you have to name the graph. What this graph is about? This graph is about position and time. Position time graph. Time graph. Okay, so that was done. But now the axes are not level. I do not know what is along x-axis and what is along y-axis. If I just look at the graph, that means I have to level my axis. And in order to do that, you simply click onto the graph. You see the positive sign, and it might be a little different whether you are using the Mac versus the desktop here, the Windows version. So you have to play around and find out where you can find out the axis title. Or sometimes you can see here this, if you click here and then you go to add chart, and then here you see the axis title, and I can rename individual here, primary, horizontal. What is my axis here? The axis, of course, is time. And what is the unit? You have to put both. The time is in second. So that gives the full information on x-axis. The same thing here. Go to click here under the graph, and then axis title. Oops. And now write down this is position. And this is in unit is in meter. All right, meter. And the same thing here is this is my time, and this is in second. After you label the axis, okay, and the next thing you can do is make it more colorful, in fact, or make a better contrast. So you can do different things. You can click here, double click, and then you see here the different charts here. So what I'll do, I'll select the one that looks better to me, at least. I think this one looks a little better. Okay, so this one looks a little better here. So once I have this graph, but here you see the on x-axis the time scale are spaced between the 0 to 20 seconds, and I want to make it between that each interval to be 5 seconds. How can I do that? Just simply click here, and you see this is 20 seconds. Just make it 5. Now you have the time interval of the 5 seconds, and the same thing I can do on my y-axis. I would like to make it of a spacing of 5. Simply clicking 5, and then here you go. Or maybe like a 10 looks a little better. So 10, this looks too crowded, so make it 10. Way better. So this is a neat, the graph, a position time graph. And the second part, in the second video, you will learn how to extract the information from this position time graph. Till then, bye-bye.